I'm supposed to be preserving my voice, but I need to speak out on this particular issue at the moment of expressing an opinion. I'm hearing lots of stories about people being shouted down, people being embarrassed or afraid to express an opinion on social media, especially if they're a business person on social media. What I want you to remember is you have a right to an opinion. You have a right to support causes. You have a right to have an opinion on things that matter, things that you're passionate about. And if you are truly passionate about something, then I implore you to please share your opinions. Now, I want you to just remember we're in a time of change and a time of stress and distress for a lot of people. When your opinion is based on heartfelt matters, when your opinion is based on something that you've seen in the media, or when your opinion is based on something new that you've learnt or something that you want to acknowledge, it is connecting with other people when you share your opinion. I don't encourage people to use their opinion to browbeat others, of course I don't. But I do encourage you to feel courageous enough to share your opinion. Now, recently, because I've not been able to talk much, you may not know I've got a damaged vocal cord, not handy, but because I've not been able to speak much, I've actually been a bit more opinionated in other ways on social media recently, particularly on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, maybe you should. Because for me, the Black Lives Matter movement means a lot to me. It means a lot to acknowledge the racism that is systemic in Australia and beyond, of course. And I come from a place of learning as well as a place of having studied some of these issues when I was at university, which by no means makes me an expert. Of course it doesn't, but it's something I've had a passion and interest in for a long time. Now, my shame is that I've not spoken up more loudly in the past on social media about social justice matters, and I think that's about to change. So what I want you to do is be brave, be aware of your own fears and your own limitations. Educate yourself if you need to. In fact, we all need to. We all always need more education, right? Educate yourself, read, speak, but most of all listen. And when you see racism, when you see things like the Prime Minister saying there's no such thing as slavery in Australia, when you see wrongdoing, don't be afraid to call it out. When I was at university and I was studying Aboriginal studies there, I was studying the history of Tasmanian Aborigines in Tasmania, and the history in Tasmania is shocking if you know anything about it. And my lecturer was a Tasmanian Aboriginal man, and he said to us at the end of our 3 years studying with him, he said, if you take nothing else away from this time with me, please never again remain silent in the face of racism. And those words have been ringing in my ears over the last couple of weeks in particular, but I have never forgotten that conversation. So don't be afraid. Don't worry about the opinions of others in terms of their criticism of you if you are being brave, courageous, and sharing your opinion or calling out racism on social media. If you have, whether it's race matters, whether it's gender equity, whether it's gender diversity, whatever it is that you are feeling passionately about and you have an opinion about and you want to lend your voice to support a cause, I encourage you to find a way that's right for you to do that. There are also ways, of course, that within your business you can find ways to lend your voice and your business voice to those issues as well. So think about how you might support your passion area, whatever that issue is with regard to social justice matters. That might be a political issue, it might be an environmental issue, whatever it is. If you can find a way for your business to, and these are things, let me tell you, these are things that are on my mind right now as well, ways to lend your business to those causes, whatever form that might take. Don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid of polarizing people. Don't be afraid of putting people off and scaring them away from your business. I talk a lot about ideal clients, your niche, having your passion being front and center in your business. In fact, the book I'm writing talks quite a lot about this. The people who are going to be offended by you standing up for what is right, perhaps they're not really the people you want to prioritize with your business anyway. And that's, it's hard to say those things out loud when I know businesses are struggling financially at the moment more than ever. But hold on to your values. Stand true, stand tall, be strong, and raise your voice. Even if you've only got a little bit of a voice like me at the moment, raise your voice and do what you can to really step up and put your money where your mouth is, so to speak. I should probably stop speaking on that note. Have a wonderful weekend. If you're not on my mailing list, give me a shout and message me your email address, and I'll add you to my mailing list. I'm still getting into the swing of a regular little magazine, I guess is what it's aiming to be, a little emailed magazine with tips and ideas and articles and my idea of shouting out businesses in the community that I'm noticing. No affiliation with them whatsoever, just want to cheer people on. So if you'd like to be part of that, feel free to send me your email address and I'll add you to my mailing list. Because I have to get creative in keeping in touch with you all, right? Just at the moment anyway. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. And don't be afraid to be opinionated. It's all right. The sky won't fall in if you voice your opinion. Take care for now. Bye.